guys, Nick here from Just Free Studios, and welcome back to another trailer reaction. And today we're doing a trailer reaction for Spider-Man Far From Home. Now before we really get too far into this, I just want to say this trailer will have spoilers for Endgame. I know that going into it, so be aware if you have not seen Endgame yet, for whatever reason, you crazy son of a gun, watch Endgame and then come back and watch this trailer reaction and the trailer overall. And also, before we get into this, just know I'm aware, I'm sorry for the crappy quality of this video. I'm actually packing up everything, my living stuff, Just Free Studio stuff, everything, because I'm heading back to the Tucson office for a few months, and then I'll be back up here in Flagstaff, but literally packed up all my camera equipment, everything. My room is all shut down and no longer operational other than my bed. The office space I'm using, totally packed up and already out of here. Literally just myself and my laptop are all this here. I'm recording this off my phone. And then they decided to drop a Far From Home trailer. So I'm like, crap, okay. So yeah, I apologize for the crappy quality of this video. I know going into it, it's not the best quality, and I apologize for that. But without further ado, let's just jump right into this trailer for Spider-Man Far From Home.
The Spider-Man Far From Home trailer is about to play, but if you haven't seen Avengers Endgame yet, stop watching, because there's some...
Already covered that, Holland. We good.
But if you have seen Avengers Endgame, enjoy the trailer.
Cool. Thank you, Holland.
I see his face.
Oh, the Iron Spider suit.
Yeah,
And a big Tony homage. Happy.
I don't think Tony...
Wow, Peter looks torn up. Holy cow.
I know that you were going to be here after he was gone.
Ooh. Yeah, spider armor looks really badass.
You gonna be the next Iron Man now?
Well, no, I don't have time. I'm too busy doing your job. I'm
Ooh.
kidding. Look, keep up the good work, because I'm going on vacation.
Oh, that was a neat interaction there. Okay.
Heads up. Nick Fury's calling you.
Why do you want to talk to Nick
Answer
Fury?
the phone.
Why?
Because if you don't talk to him, then I have to talk to him. I don't want to talk to him. You sent Nick Fury to voicemail?
I gotta go.
You do not ghost Nick Fury.
What up, dorks?
Ooh.
We're just talking about the trip.
I'm here in St. Marco Polo's. Oh,
Ooh.
that reminds me when I first fell in love.
Hey.
You're a very difficult person to contact, Spider-Man.
Alright.
It's Mr. Beck.
Ooh.
Your world? Beck is from Earth, just not ours. Snapped to a hole in our dimension.
Call bullshit on that.
We have a job to do.
That's interesting though. Hey. I'm glad Nick Fury's in this. I'm so happy Nick Fury's in this. Hydro Man, that's cool.
Captain Marvel. Unavailable. But I'm just a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Bitch, please, you've been to space.
Yes. Awesome.
I want to go back on my trip with the girl who I really like and tell her how I feel. MJ,
I'm really
I'm
excited
Spider-Man.
for the FC then.
No, of course I'm not.
I mean, it's kind of obvious.
They put that in the trailer?
But this is my responsibility.
Saving the world requires
Ooh,
sacrifice.
Mysterio. That's awesome. Oh, that looks so cool.
People die.
That's awesome.
Star Wars.
I'm very excited for Mysterio to betray Spider-Man, because of course that's going to happen. Oh, wow.
You going to step up or not?
I love this. I love it. I wasn't thrilled about this movie before Endgame. Now that I know the plot, because they obviously couldn't tell you the plot before Endgame, so on board with this.
I gotta get you guys out of here. Get on the jet. Who are you? I work with Spider-Man. You work for Spider-Man? I work with Spider-Man, not for Spider-Man.
That's cool that Happy's in this movie and kind of the surrogate. I don't know what he was for Iron Man, he's now for Peter. That's really nice. So normally I do a whole breakdown, I break down all the shots, and I'd love to do that for this trailer, but with the setup and the time crunch that I'm in, don't quite have time to do so. This is going to be a shorter trailer action. But I'll just kind of give my thoughts overall on the trailer. I am now excited for the movie. Before I was like, it's a Spider-Man movie, it's a Marvel movie, I'll see it. I'm not a big fan of the fact that he's not in New York, and I'm not a huge fan of the plot. Now that we know what it's about, I am so on board with it. The whole dynamic of now that Tony's gone, there's this void in Spider-Man basically becoming Spider-Man. That was one of my problems Homecoming is that, yes, the movie was very much so going from Spider-Boy to Spider-Man, but he still felt like a lot of those Spider-Boy qualities in Infinity War and Endgame. This feels like now he's going to have to step up and become the Spider-Man that we know he can be. He doesn't need a Tony Stark, and now he doesn't have a Tony Stark. This is his Uncle Ben moment, and I'm so happy that we're seeing it, because it looks like the end of the trailer says it perfectly when Nick Fury's like, are you going to step up to the table? You're no longer friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. You went to space, okay? It's time for you to be Spider-Man. And, like, I love that idea of, like, now he's gone from Spider-Boy, even the, like, little bits of Spider-Man he was at the end of Homecoming, to now full-on comic book Spider-Man. He is his own person, not Iron Man's sidekick. He is Iron Man. Or not, he's not Iron Man, he is Spider-Man. He is now that level of superhero that Iron Man was. And the whole Mysterio side of thing I find more interesting now, especially with Nick Fury. Nick Fury, I'm super excited to see his relationship with Spider-Man. And now Mysterio, I'm curious. They're really trying to play it as he's not the villain. But of course he's going to be the villain, and I'm really excited to see how they pull that off, because even knowing that he's going to be the villain, I'm still a little questioning how it's going to be. Are they illusions, the monsters? Are they actually something from another dimension that he just kind of learned about and is manipulating? Like, he's an illusionist. So what's the illusion here? What's the behind-the-scene contraption of it all? That's what I'm excited for. And obviously, if there is something fishy, Nick Fury is going to be the first person to get an inclination of it and maybe tell Spider-Man. But still, I'm just excited to see how all that works out. And honestly, I'm so excited for the MJ-Peter dynamic. That was the one thing I really enjoyed from the last trailer that I'm now really excited to see in this one. Just the fact that there is Michelle. That was my problem with Homecoming. Michelle is they tried doing that whole like, oh, my friends call me MJ thing at the end, but it wasn't deserved. This feels much more deserved. Her character, she's still Michelle, but she's doing a lot more of the MJ stuff. She feels more like MJ than she ever did in Homecoming. Like, Michelle was a fine character. She was not Mary Jane. She was not MJ. This feels much more like MJ, so I'm excited for that. Really excited, but I am bummed and confused. Looks like they spoiled the whole she figures out a Spider-Man thing in the trailer. I figured that was going to happen in the movie, but I would have liked to see it in the movie. It would have been a nice oh shit moment, even though like it's easy to tell that was going to happen. Just like, oh, she knows he's Spider-Man. That would have been cool in the movie. Seeing in the trailer, just kind of like, well, you ruined that moment. But maybe there's more to that moment than what we saw. I would have preferred that to be saved for the movie. But of course, Spider-Man's one of those characters who the trailers always say a little too much of. So, anyway, that was my thought of Spider-Man Far From Home. I'm now much more excited for the movie than I was before. I still have a lot of questions, still have a few reservations, but overall, way more excited going into it than I was prior to this trailer. The last one was like, oh, I'm curious, I'm excited, there are aspects of it cool. Now I get a much bigger picture of the story. Before, the story seemed really weak to me, of just like, we're going to Europe for a trip, and that's the whole point of the movie. The Iron Man dynamic adds so much depth to the movie, and I'm so glad they're going that way. But thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with all your friends, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Stay classy. Later. Woo!